Hey guys, happy Wednesday to you, my Facebook people. I don't like using the desktop to go live because I feel like it's weirdish. Everything looks weird. You can see my whole desk. Like literally I had everything like up here and I'm like, slide it all back, make it look pretty. But the iPad is over here dead. My phone's over here at 1%, and these are first world problems. So I want to chat just for a second about a topic that's got me a little bit heated. And I've tried to pay really close attention to when that happens lately, like when I'm feeling like, oh my gosh, this is so frustrating, or why aren't people doing this different or better, to try to use that as an opportunity to educate some of you, educate some of you. Also, I know I have not been live in a hot minute. It's because I have something weird all over my face. Did you see in my Instagram DMs? See, we'll just keep it like this. Did you see my Instagram DMs? I did, was it dermablading that I did last week? What did I do, friends? If you follow me on Instagram, you saw it. Did I do dermablading? I did hydroplaning, dermo something, where they basically like razor your face. Clearly, can't do that again. My skin did not react well. In addition to a weird growth everywhere, I'm now peeling, shedding skin like a lizard. And that's always great to make people feel pretty. So listen, my name is Jennifer Allwood. I teach people how to create a beautiful home, but more importantly, to build a business and to build it well. So I want to talk real quick about how not to use the DMs. Okay, so first, just real quick, DMs means direct messaging. That means on the Facebook. Wow, Lord Jesus, make it stop. What happened? I don't even know. Hang on here. Let me see if I can get things to stop making noises. Okay. DMs are direct messages. So that means you can direct message me on Instagram. You can direct message me on Facebook. You can also direct message my private, personal Jennifer Allwood Facebook page that I use to show people pictures of my kids and look at people's cat pictures. You know what I mean? So real quick, I want to just like educate those of you who are wanting to use the DMs, perhaps using it in the wrong way, who are wanting to use it for business purposes in order to maybe get on the radar of people, because I've had so many for instances lately, okay? By the way, I gotta just make a real note because I'm doing a podcast episode on this coming up in July. And I just remember that I want to add that. Don't be DMing my personal Jennifer Allwood, because I'm never gonna see it. First of all, okay, let's start at the top. All right. I've gotten some DMs lately with people asking me to share something. I got one last night from a young lady who said they were doing a GoFundMe. Will you share this? So I look back in my history. This young lady has never once in her lifetime messaged me. Never. And in fact, the DM at the top says I'm copying and pasting this to a lot of my friends. So I messaged her back and I said, sweetie, there is such a better way of doing this. The chances of somebody saying, yes, I'll go ahead and share this, while it may be a great GoFundMe, is slim to none, because you've built zero relationship with me and you're asking me to share something and I don't know you. And so I hope that you guys understand that DMs are like a two-way street. They're a way to start conversation with people that could perhaps lead to an opportunity to share something. But please don't just do what they call sliding up. This is the teens call slide up into somebody's DMs and ask them to do something for you when you've never even met them. How many of you know what I'm talking about? How many of you guys get stuff in your DMs? Thank you for those hearts. How many of you get DMs all the time with people asking you to give to something, share something, and you're like, I don't even know you. It feels so gross to be on this side of that. Am I right? Will you guys back me on this? Thank you. So please don't ask complete strangers to share whatever it is that you're doing, because while it may be fantastic, I don't know you. And the chance of somebody who is a business person being willing to share content from a complete stranger when they don't have any context, they don't know who you are, they don't know what you stand for, you're asking them to put their reputation on the line for a project that's important to you that they know zilch about. And you've got to start with a relationship. Second DM that I keep getting, and I talked about this a few weeks ago, is somebody asking me to critique. Will you look at my website and tell me what you think? No. Are you in my coaching group? I love you, but I give away oodles of free content by way of my podcast, by way of doing Facebook Lives like this. Sometimes I, respond to people in my DMs when God tells me to help them out in a particular way. But for you to ask me to critique something of yours, you want me to invest time in your business, and you've invested zero in mine. Because what I tried to do instead is I do all the critiquing. I spent an hour and 15 minutes on the phone today. We have 2,000 people in my inner circle, and those are the people I'm investing time with. They have paid for my critiquing. So if you are sliding up into people's DMs, asking them for business advice for free, please stop that. Please don't do that. And thank you guys for sharing this. That's not a good way of doing business. If ever you hope somebody gives you a dollar bill in your business, then please be willing to give somebody else a dollar bill for what they know. People are not paying me, to just give them a rah-rah session every month. I know how to build an audience on social media. I've got 500,000 social media followers. I know how to monetize that following. We're doing multiple 7 figures a year, not multiple over the last 3 years. People want to talk about a 7-figure business and they're meaning over the course of the last 10 years. By the way, that's gross too. And so please, by the way, I haven't done a Facebook Live in a hot minute, and I feel a little bit like my pastor when he comes back from vacation and he's like, I've got a lot of words, and I feel like I got a lot of words. So please don't ask complete strangers who are doing something that other people are paying for to do it for you for free, because you're asking for preferential treatment. And again, I don't know you. I love you and wish the best for you, but I don't know you. I will not spend time that I could be spending time with my kids on a complete stranger's business unless God tells me to, because that has happened. But it's very rare when I could be investing that time into people who are investing to me. The law of reaping and sowing applies to business. If you want to sow, getting a lot of customers, if your hope for your business is that you're going to be making money, then you need to, or if that's what you're hoping to reap, then you need to sow into what it is that you're hoping. If you've never had a business coach before, listen, it's time, friends, whether it's me or the million others on social media, but please quit thinking that you can get what you need for free, because there comes a time in your business when you literally have to say, I can only get so far paying $0. I can only get so far by Googling. Come on, business owners, please somebody tell me you know what I'm talking about. It's different if you've developed some sort of a relationship with them. But if this is the first time you've messaged me and you want me to critique your website, I'm sorry, it ain't gonna happen. I love you. Third thing, probably 2 to 3 times a day, I get a direct message. I would love to send you our hair products. I'd love to send you my earrings. I'd love to send you my stuff. Business owners, are you getting this too? I'd love to send you a book. I'd love to send you a whatever. I'd love to send you, and you know what? I have a response I give to every one of them, and I do it on a voice message. And when I do the podcast next month, I'm really gonna talk about why voice messaging is so important in the DM. So if you're not listening to my podcast, please go over and find it. Will somebody type this in the comments? The Jennifer Allwood Show. That's all you need to look for on iTunes, on the free podcast app. And we're going to talk about this. But can I send you the vitamins I'm excited about, the hair products I'm excited about, the new whatever I'm excited about? And every time, this is what I say, without fail. Hey girl, listen, thank you so much. I don't say sliding up into my DMs. Thank you so much for your DM. Hey, are you in my inner circle or my creator's roadmap? Because right now I am only opening things that come from somebody who's already invested in one of my coaching programs. So listen, I appreciate you so much. If you want to send it, that's fine, but I won't be doing any shout outs on social media. Love you much, bye. And here's why. Again, when you get to any level in business, you can feel when people are really trying to use your platform strictly for their own gain. And it feels nasty when you're on this side of it. It does. And I look back and I'm like, you have never DM'd me in your whole life, and you're hoping that I will help you grow your business by putting it on Instagram. Now listen, I have companies and customers and clients that will pay me hundreds of dollars for an Instagram post. So while I love you and hope your business does well, don't think that you can send free stuff to people and they're gonna promote your business for you. That is not the way business works. It's disappointing to me the lack of time people are putting into building relationships and investing into people who are smarter than them. And they want to take the shortcut to building their business. Honey, there is no shortcut. I wish that there was. If somebody figures it out, please tell me. But if you're trying to use other business owners without going the way everybody else has had to, without building your platform on your own, if your only hope is if somebody promotes me, my business will be exploding, then that is the wrong business plan. And if other people have taught you that that's how you should do business, please don't. Please don't. I know that there are some industries which shall go nameless. I just thought, bite your tongue, Jen. Self-control, self-control, self-control. Also talking about this on a podcast real soon. But they have taught you to use the DMs as a way to try to sell yourself and your business to complete strangers. And it works like 0.5% of the time. Let me tell you what works. What actually works is having a legit business page, because legit businesses have legit business pages. You don't use your personal Facebook to sell your creams, your lotions, your makeup, your all the things. Yes, you may get more of a reach there, but if Facebook sees you doing that, and by the way, it's not like real people with eyeglasses, it's an algorithm, but they can shut you down in a hot second. So you may have 5,000 personal Facebook friends and think that you're winning at business. If that sucker gets shut down, you are in a world of hurt, girlfriend. If this is a legit business from you, treat it like a legit business. Pay the taxes Uncle Sam wants you to pay. Actually give it a business name like you're supposed to. Get a business page instead of using your personal profile. You wonder why you're getting paid hobby money? It's because you're doing things in a hobby fashion. I love you. Where is this passion coming from? I don't know. I got to calm down. I'm about to have a hot flash. There is an order to doing things, friends. And the order is you set up your business, you treat it like a business, you'll get paid like a business, and you don't try to build that business only hoping that other people will promote you. It's a bad way of doing business. Okay. I'm better now. Are we all okay? Are we all good? Are we still friends? Hi, Martha. Hi, Heather. Sorry, I lost my crap for a second. And it's not just me. I mean, I see it happening all over the place. And if people are training people to do that, to solicit complete strangers to help promote their stuff, that is really bad business advice. And I suggest you find a different coach. And I don't know that I've ever said find a different coach, but sliding up into DMs is not a good way of doing anything. And by the way, please don't use a business person's personal profile to try to get her attention either, which means, I had somebody message me this week on my personal profile that's in one of my courses. And I'm like, it's from weeks ago. I said, sweetie, I don't check my personal DMs ever from people I don't know. Do you want to know why? Honestly, this is a legit reason. I told her this. I said, the fact that I even saw this is random, because most of my DMs on my personal Facebook are from men in other countries, and I can't understand what they're saying, or I don't like what they're saying, so I never, ever check it. That's the honest to goodness truth. And perhaps a lot of you don't realize that that's often what happens when people have a business page. So don't try to be sending people something on their personal Facebook when they have a business page. If you want to be treated like a legit business owner, please act like one. Start building relationships. Put the time into that. Comment on people's Instagram. Comment on their Facebook. If you're going to send them DMs, that's great, but want nothing in return. Just do it for the sake of trying to build relationship. Hey, I like that post you just did. That thing that you just put on your podcast, Jennifer, was freaking amazing. I can't even tell that you've got a weird growth on the side of your face from that weird microderming thing. I think you look gorgeous. Like, that's building relationship. Asking me to share something when I've never met you before is not. That's just you trying to use people, and there's a better way of doing business. So Jessica says she just realized this the past year after people started soliciting her business, right? And you know what? It is upsetting because it's not like it's just on occasion. This is consistent. People are doing this to me consistently. And whenever I see something happening all the time, I'm like, what's happening here? This is weird. This shouldn't be. I need to tell the masses. So thank you guys for being here. And share this if you would, because I think it's important that other business owners understand. And the cry of my heart literally is to help women grow business. And part of that means I have to tell them stuff. Why do I hate this paper coming out of my head? There we go. Rabbit trail. Squirrel. Sorry. And there's my Bible. We'll let that come out of my head so that I don't go off onto the deep end here. But part of that is really educating you on how legit business owners behave and act, and the things that they do. And the things that they don't do is they don't try to use people who are bigger than them to build their business. And they don't do slimy things like asking people to share all their stuff. They don't do that. They put their head down. They do the work. They get their business page. They do the posts. They go live on Facebook. They set up their email list. They give out good free content. This is how legit businesses are built. And by the way, legit businesses are built just like the relationships in the DM. You serve, you serve, you serve, you build relationship, you build relationship, you build relationship, and eventually you may ask for something. Not even all the time. not even all the time. So, all right, bless you guys. I have a webinar here in the next 15 minutes. And so, what, Sarah? What can't you unsee? Oh, people are sending you things in your DMs, right? Yeah, it's so yucky when you're getting things from people you don't know. And make sure you're reporting the stuff that needs to be reported. I had to report some stuff recently. I opened something. I'm like, oh my gosh, and it has to be reported. And we have to, the internet. Well, what always happens from a spiritual perspective is things that are good, the enemy will try to twist and pervert them and to use them for evil, okay? And so it's up to us as good users of the interwebs to do our part to make sure that we are helping if there's stuff going on, if people are soliciting us in gross, nasty, pornographic, whatever ways, to be reporting that stuff. That's part of our responsibilities because evil triumphs when good people do nothing. Who said that? Somebody important. It was not me. So anywho, yeah. And that's one of the reasons I don't check my DMs anymore either. So Tabitha says she can't wait to replay this. Tabitha, I pretty much almost blew my top at a second. Brace yourself. I don't know why, but sometimes I do just get a little bit heated. I really do. All right. What else can I answer for you guys? Karen's been part of my group for a year and a half, and she's joined my Creators Roadmap, and she still would not dare to send you anything. Karen, no, listen, honey. I don't want anybody to think that I'm saying, please don't ever send me stuff. You can tell the difference between somebody who wants to send you something out of the goodness of their heart and somebody who's sending you something only because they want something in return. You can feel that a mile away. The fact that you're even remotely cognizant of it already means that I know that you wouldn't do that to me. So thank you. What else? This is amazing advice. Well, thanks, Brian. Appreciate you. Maddie says you love my hair. Hey, thanks. Do you love the weird growth that's on my face? Yeah. If you saw my Instagram stories last week, you saw that special face treatment I did. So sorry, face people, but I can't do that again. I can't do that again. So yeah, there's that, but it's all good. All right, guys, I love you. And I hope that this was good for you. Please share this content. People need to know this. Also, I will be back hopefully tomorrow. I'll be live again. And I'm going to go live in my basement on the decor one of these days because you guys are sending me lots and lots of questions. I know we did a post this morning with the fact that we have 4 chairs in the basement living room instead of sofas. And I said half of it is because mama don't need my teenage boys down there freaking cuddling on a sofa. And then 900 of you have commented, honey, if they're going to cuddle in the chairs too, to which I say, yes, but I'm not going to make it easy on them with a sofa. Moms. Alrighty. Okie dokie. I'm glad to be back. It's been a great holiday, but I'm glad to be here. All right, guys, I got to go do a webinar for people on how to do, I've got a webinar coming up for some people that purchased it, and it's how to do a $750,000 launch. How we went from a $32,000 launch 3 years ago to that just a few months ago. So I'm going to do that right now. Bless you guys. I'll be back soon. All right. Bye-bye.